Work exempt from permit. One-story detached accessory buildings used as tool or storage sheds, playhouses, or similar uses, provided the floor area does not exceed 120 square feet, fences up to 6 feet, retaining walls less than 4 feet of unbalanced field, don't know what that is. Ordinary repairs as defined in Chapter 2 and 9. Need to read on that, what is considered ordinary repair. Greenhouses covered exclusively with plastic film intended for agricultural use. No size limitation. Greenhouses. Painting, papering, tiling, carpeting, cabinets, countertops, and similar finish work. Swings and other playground equipment. Emergency repairs, where equipment replacements and repairs governed by this code must be performed in an emergency situation. The permit application shall be submitted within the next working days of to the building official. Pursuant to the terms of the specialized codes, this exception might not apply to emergency repairs conducted in those specialized codes. So specialized code is a different area. Application for permit. To obtain a permit, the applicant shall file a permit application on a form furnished by the building official for that purpose. Standard application forms along with application forms that some municipalities use can be found on the website. Such application shall at a minimum identify and describe the work to be covered by the permit for which the application is made, describe the land on which the proposed work is to be done by legal description, street address, or similar description that will readily identify and definitely locate the proposed working building or work. Indicate the use and occupancy for which the proposed work is intended. If the work involves a care facility or residence licensed by a state agency, indicate the agency name in appropriate licensing regulation permit. For example, Department of Developmental Services. B. Accompanied by construction documents and other information required in Section 107. Construction documents shall list any additional building features required by a Massachusetts state agency for these facilities that go beyond the requirement in this book. Any additional building features required by the state's Department of Developmental Services shall not result in a change in the classification of a DDS operated or licensed residences for 5 or fewer occupants and their compliance with the 1 and 2 family dwelling CMR. State and the valuation of the proposed work. The valuation. The building official shall authorize to request from the applicant a detailed substantial of the valuation, be signed by the applicant and owner of the applicant and the owner's authorized agent. Give such other data information as required by the building official in accordance with this code. So, first, permit application. Action on application. The building official shall examine all cause to be examined, Applications for permits and amendments and take action within 30 days of filing. If the application or the construction document do not conform to the requirements of pertinent laws, the building official will reject such application in writing to the applicant, stating the reasons. If the building official is satisfied that the proposed work conforms to the requirements of this code and applicable laws and ordinances, the building official shall issue a permit forthwith or as soon as possible. So as soon as possible or within 30 days. Other requirements. The following requirements must be satisfied before a building permit is issued. Zoning, railroad right-of-way, water supply, wastewater, debris removal, workers' compensation insurance, hazards to air navigation. So all of these must be taken care of before a building permit will be issued. Notice of start. The building official shall be notified at least 24 hours before work start. So when the work start, you need to notify the building official or let them know when the work start. Or listed on the application perhaps, but this is the law. Independent structural engineer review. Condition for permit. As the condition for the issuance of a building permit, the structural design of the following described structure shall be reviewed by a registered design professional to verify that the design of the primary structure is conceptually correct and that there are no other errors in the design. Errors are mistake. So might as well put it right here. High-rise buildings, structures of unusual complexity or design as determined by the BBRS. A building official may apply to the BBRS for such determination on a specific structure. This requirement shall not preclude an owner from obtaining an independent structural engineering design review of a primary structure other than those listed in this section. Does not preclude. So does not give the excuse for the owner. So this means condition for permit, this whole section, and this requirement shall not preclude. That means prevent an owner from obtaining an independent structural engineering design review of the primary structure. Review requirements. The independent structural engineering review shall be in accordance with the guidance document found here. Okay. Here. Civil fine enforcement, public hearing. No, go back. What is that? The independent structural engineering review shall be in accordance with the guidance document found here on this website. Didn't find that, but disputes between the structural engineer responsible for the design of the building or structure and the independent structural engineering reviewer shall be resolved by the BBRS or board established by the BBRS. So structural engineer and the independent verify that we need to get a permit. Structure shall be reviewed by a registered design professional, and then also could hire an independent, another one, to verify it. Disputes between these can be decided by the board. This is the code. This is the where required by the statutes of the jurisdiction in which the project is to be constructed in the second sentence. This is gibberish. Professional seal and signature. All plans and specifications shall bear a seal and signature of the responsible registered design professional in accordance with the general law for policy on electronic seal and signature for a certain registered design professional. Check here, but that is not needed. So this is the code. For permits, fire department review that include work under Chapter 4, 9, or 34. Construction documents shall be filed simultaneously with the head of the local fire department and building official for review and approval. The fire department shall complete its review within 10 working days after receiving the documents. Upon the fire department's request, the building official may grant one or more extensions up to a total review period maximum of 30 days. If the fire department review is not received within the allowed time frame, the building official may, upon review, deem the documents in compliance with Chapter 4, 9, or 34. If the head of the local fire department disapproves such construction documents, he or she shall notify the building official in writing, citing relevant sections of non-compliance with this code or the section of the reference standards of Chapter 35. So, if within 10 working days the building official doesn't hear from the fire department, he can decide, deem or decide the compliance of the permit. So here's the code. And if the head of the fire department disagree, they can write to the building official. Site plan. Let's start the site plan on a separate video. So site plan starts, where is it?